Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another episode of Breaking News with G. Today on a very sad note, sadly Friends star Matthew Perry is dead at 54 after an apparent drowning. As always, I'm going to read to you directly from my source, which is TMZ Today. I ask of you if you would like to pay tribute. Please be nice, please be respectful. Any negative comments will be blocked. So, my source reads, Friends star Matthew Perry, dead at 54, after apparent drowning. 6:02 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. More details are surfacing about the circumstances surrounding Matthew Perry's death, as sources tell us he actually died at his own house after some physical activity this morning. We're told Matthew came home sometime in the AM after a two-hour round of pickleball, and that he sent his assistant out on errand shortly thereafter. We're told when the assistant returned about 2 hours later, he discovered Matthew unresponsive and called 911. Unclear if what Matthew was doing before his passing played any role in his death at this point. The investigation into his death is underway. Matthew Perry, one of the stars of Friends, has died. Law enforcement sources tell us the actor was found Saturday at an LA area home where we're told he appears to have drowned. Our sources say first responders rushed over on a call for cardiac arrest. It's unclear where exactly on the grounds this happened. Our sources say he was found in a jacuzzi at the home, and we're told there were no drugs found at the scene. We're also told there is no foul play involved. Perry is most famous for his role as Chandler Bing on the 90s sitcom, which ran for 10 seasons, and with him in all 234 episodes. His character was a fan favorite, as was performance, mannerisms, and lines of which have gone on to be recreated and spoofed by fans all over the world. One comes to mind, in particular, could blank be more? While Friends was his biggest claim to fame, MP has starred in countless other TV shows over the years, such as Boys Will Be Boys, Growing Pains, Silver Spoons, Charles in Charge, Sydney, Beverly Hills, 90210, Home Free, Ally McBeal, The West Wing, Scrubs, Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, Go On, The Odd Couple, and many more. He had also acted in a handful of memorable films, mostly comedy, like Fools Rush In, The Whole Nine Yards, Three to Tango, The Kid, 17 Again, Getting In, and many others. He's been off the scene more recently, not having acted since a TV miniseries in 2017. While his on-screen persona was affable and upbeat, Matthew suffered mightily behind the scenes, notably from his addiction to drugs and alcohol, allegedly, painkillers specifically. He was hooked on Vicodin for years, even while on Friends, and had been in and out of rehab. Matthew opened up about this painful chapter of his life in a memoir he put out last year, where he detailed the struggles he had, including his clear weight gain on the show. During his press run for his book, Matthew did a number of interviews where he got incredibly emotional, including one with Diane Sawyer, where he detailed his story. While Perry appeared to be clean and sober a year ago, the year prior, when he and the other cast members were plugging the Friends reunion show, drew concern from fans as they felt he appeared unwell, at times slurring his words and looking a bit out of it. On top of his substance use, Matthew also dealt with health issues, some of which were serious and required hospitalizations. One such incident stemmed from a gastrointestinal perforation, which forced him to undergo emergency surgery, but luckily, he recovered. Matthew never married, but he was briefly engaged to Molly Hurwitz a couple years ago, which came to an end after only 6 months. Before that, he'd been linked to Lizzie Kaplan. He was 54 years old. Rest in peace. Originally published at 5:10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, October 28th of 2023. Okay, this is very, very fresh. This is a tragedy. A legend has passed. I find it so sad that so many Hollywood starlets go from us too soon. He was a pivotal part in the show that created many, many other comedies that inspired many, many other TV shows. And it is sad, 54 years old. That's basically only half of his life that could have been, sadly. And it's crazy. I have another article from TMZ that I would like to show, because as I said, this is very fresh, and we actually see the parents of him, coming up to the scene where Matthew died. So I'm slightly going to also read from the second article that is also from TMZ, but I will not be showing the dispatch audio because I don't want to take anything from TMZ and get into trouble, first and foremost. And second of all, I don't think... Trigger warning, everyone who wants to hear it, it's heavy. Go ahead over to TMZ and listen to it yourself. But the second article reads, Matthew Perry parents arrive at home where Friends star died. Dispatch audio references drowning. Matthew Perry's family showed up at his home in LA just hours after the Friends star died Saturday in a jacuzzi. Matthew's mother, Suzanne Morrison, his father, John Benet Perry, and his stepfather, Daitlin's Keith Morrison, displayed their emotions as they walked up to the house where Perry died. TMZ broke the story. First responders rushed to Perry's home after receiving a cardiac arrest call. Perry drowned in his jacuzzi. No drugs were found at the scene. TMZ obtained the dispatch audio, not the 911 call, in which first responders were sent to the house. As TMZ reported, Matthew posted an eerie video just days before death, in which he showed himself in a jacuzzi with city light below, and the caption, "Oh, so warm water swirling around makes you feel good. I'm Matt Man." Matthew's parents split when he was still a young boy. His mother married Keith Morrison in 1981. Matthew devotes a significant portion of his memoir talking about his upbringing and some of the struggles he endured as a child of divorced parents. Matthew stayed in touch with his biological dad, and John even appeared on one of the episodes of Friends. John was also the Old Spice sailor in commercials. Matthew and John weren't tight, but they worked together as recently as this month. Posing both together, Matthew posted the picture with the caption, "Here's me and my father John, both holding a beverage. FYI, the beverage was soda." They look regular, they look happy. Obviously, the pictures of them pulling up to the scene, they look very distraught, as I imagine. I pay my respects, rest in peace to Matthew Perry. I am so incredibly sorry to the parents and to the stepdad, even if, relationships are not close, even if relationships are strained. Emotions do obviously come up when dealing with loss. So that is all I have to say for this video. I'll definitely see you in my next video on a hopefully lighter note. And if you'd like to pay respects, be my guest down in the comments. Keep it respectful, and thanks so much for watching, guys.